Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Unlock English Podcast, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Amma, and today we're going to talk about something very useful: daily routines. Learning how to talk about your day in English is a skill everyone needs because we all have a routine, and it's a great way to practice common verbs and time expressions.
Hi, Alma. Yes, I agree. Talking about your daily routine in English helps you sound natural and confident. You can explain what you do in the morning, afternoon, and evening. It's also a perfect way for beginners to learn phrases that are used every day.
Absolutely, Alex. Before we start, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends. It really helps us make more videos like this for English learners.
Yes, and today we also have a special story from one of our listeners, Jessica. She sent us a detailed description of her day, and we'll share it with you step by step. You'll hear real English, and then Amma and I will discuss it, showing you useful words and phrases to use in your daily conversations.
Let's start with the morning. Jessica wakes up at 6:30 a.m. every weekday. She mentions that waking up early isn't always easy, but it's necessary because of her work. First, she gets out of bed, goes to the bathroom, brushes her teeth, and washes her face. These are simple actions, but very important for describing your morning routine in English.
Yes, and notice the sequence of events. We often start with verbs like wake up, get out of bed, brush teeth, wash face, and take a shower. These are basic but essential verbs that beginners can use in many sentences. Jessica also mentions she drinks coffee after that, which is a very common habit. You can say, I make a cup of coffee, or I drink tea in the morning. Both are natural ways to talk about your routine.
While Jessica's coffee is brewing, she checks her phone. She looks at messages, emails, and sometimes scrolls on social media. These small actions are very modern and realistic. Using phrases like check my messages or look at emails makes your English sound natural and everyday-like.
After that, she gets dressed in simple clothes for work. You don't always need fancy words. Just saying, I get dressed or I put on a shirt and pants is perfectly fine. Then comes breakfast. Jessica usually has toast with butter and fruit, along with her coffee. You can describe your breakfast the same way. For example, I eat cereal with milk, or I have toast with jam. These phrases are simple, but very useful for everyday English conversation.
Finally, Jessica leaves home around 7:15 a.m. to take the bus to work. She listens to music or a podcast on the way. Talking about commuting is another great way to practice English. You can say, I take the bus to work, or I listen to music on my way. These small details make your descriptions rich and realistic.
Welcome back. Now, let's talk about Jessica's afternoon routine. After her morning commute, she arrives at work at 7:50 a.m. Her first task is checking emails. This is very common in offices, and it's a good way to start the workday. You can use phrases like, I check my emails, or I read my messages to describe this.
Yes, Alex. After emails, Jessica starts her main tasks. She works on her computer for several hours. Talking about computer work is very useful because many people do it every day. For example, you can say, I work on my computer, or I type reports, or I attend online meetings. These simple phrases help beginners describe their work clearly.
Around 12:30 p.m., Jessica has lunch. She usually brings a sandwich or a salad from home. Eating lunch with colleagues is a nice habit because it gives time to talk, laugh, and build friendships. You can describe your lunch routine in English by saying, I eat lunch at 12:30 p.m. I usually bring food from home, or I eat with my coworkers. These sentences are simple but very practical.
Lunch breaks are not only about food, but also a chance to practice English with friends or colleagues. Jessica mentions that she enjoys talking and laughing with others during lunch. You can use phrases like, we talk about our day, or we share stories and jokes. This shows natural conversation and adds more real-life vocabulary.
After lunch, Jessica continues her work in the afternoon. Sometimes she has meetings, either in person or online. You can say, I attend meetings in the afternoon, or I have online meetings. These are common expressions in daily English, especially for beginners learning office vocabulary.
Her workday finishes at 4:45 p.m. This is a good example of using time expressions. You can say, I finish work at 4:45 p.m. or I leave the office around 5 p.m. Including exact times in your sentences makes your English sound more natural.
During her commute home, Jessica listens to music or a podcast. This is a modern routine for many people. You can say, I listen to music on the bus, or I enjoy podcasts on my way home. Using small details like this makes your English rich and realistic.
And that's her typical afternoon and work routine. By talking about your afternoon tasks, lunch, and meetings, you can practice many different verbs and time expressions. Try describing your workday in English using phrases like, I check emails, I work on my computer, I have lunch with colleagues, and I attend meetings. Welcome back. Now, let's talk about Jessica's evening routine. After finishing work and commuting home, she likes to relax for a while. She might sit on the sofa, watch a little TV, or read a book. Talking about relaxing activities is very common in English. You can say, I like to relax after work, or I watch TV in the evening. These simple sentences are very useful for everyday conversation.
That's right. Relaxing after work is important. Jessica takes some time to unwind before preparing dinner. Around 6:45 p.m., she starts cooking. She enjoys trying new recipes. Cooking is not only practical, but also a great way to talk about hobbies in English. You can say, I like to cook dinner, or I sometimes try new recipes. These phrases add personality to your sentences.
After dinner, she washes the dishes. Although it's not the most fun part of the day, it's something everyone does as part of their routine. You can describe this in English by saying, I wash the dishes after dinner, or I clean the kitchen. Small details like this make your routine description more realistic and natural.
Then comes the family time. Jessica spends the evening with her family. They might watch a movie together, talk, or go for a short walk. Talking about family activities is a good way to use English in real life. For example, you can say, I spend time with my family in the evening, or we watch a movie together.
She also likes to exercise a little, maybe go for a walk. You can say, I go for a walk in the evening, or I do some light exercise. These are simple but useful phrases that beginners can use every day.
Before going to bed, Jessica takes a shower and reads a book for a while. Reading or listening to an audiobook before sleep is a common habit. You can say, I read a book before bed, or I like to listen to an audiobook at night. Using these sentences helps you practice verbs like read, listen, and shower in context.
Finally, she goes to bed around 10:45 p.m. and tries to get enough sleep, usually 7 to 8 hours. Talking about sleep and bedtime routines is also very useful. You can say, I go to bed at 10:45 p.m. or I try to sleep for 7 hours. Time expressions like this make your English sound natural and precise.
By describing your evening and family time, you can practice many everyday actions and phrases. Activities like relaxing, cooking, spending time with family, exercising, and reading are all great vocabulary for daily English conversation.
That's all for today's episode on daily routines. Thank you for listening and spending time with us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Tell us one thing you do every day. We'd love to hear your routines.
Keep practicing your English, everyone. See you in the next episode.